Hey guys, Lieutenant Governor Robinson and your Republican nominee for governor as well, of course. Well, guys, the news media is at it again. My opponent is at it again. You all have seen the half-truths and outright lies of Josh Stein on these ads over and over again. And now a story leaked by him to CNN is appearing now. Let me reassure you, the things that you will see in that story, those are not the words of Mark Robinson. You know my words, you know my character, and you know that I have been completely transparent in this race and before. Folks, this race right now, our opponents are desperate to shift the focus here from the substantive issues and focus on what you are concerned with to salacious tabloid trash. We cannot allow that to happen. And folks, we've seen this type of stuff in the past as well. Clarence Thomas famously once said he was the victim of a high-tech lynching. Well, it looks like Mark Robinson is too, by a man who refuses to stand on stage and debate me about the real issues that face you. Instead, they want to focus on salacious tabloid lies.
Why did Mark Robinson have to put out a campaign statement like the one he did? Well, there have been some reporting out there about his actions as a grown man a couple of years ago. Let's take a look at it.
The Trump campaign reeling tonight after a stunning report from our own K-File, which reveals the Trump-backed candidate for governor in North Carolina, Mark Robinson, has made dozens of disturbing and damning comments on a porn website. Some of the comments are frankly so disturbing that we cannot air them.
I think I can. Here's a story that he wrote on a site called Nude Africa, and I've never heard about this site. That is to say, I'm not an expert on knowing what different type sites there are. I ain't trying to get in no trouble now. In his story, he said, I came to a spot that was a dead end but had 2 vent covers over it. It just so happened it overlooked the showers. I sat there for about an hour and watched as several girls came in and showered. He kept going. I went peeping again the next morning, but after I went back, the ladder was locked. So those 2 times were the only times I got to do it. Memories. He said, memories, to peeping on women who did not know he was there. He was fond of those memories. He also said, I like watching tranny on girl videos. It's effing hot. It takes the man out while leaving the man in. He said, yeah, I'm a perv too. This is a man that's running on a campaign of getting rid of homosexuals and trying to arrest and convict and unalive legally homosexuals. Let's get back to the news and some of the other things that he wrote.
But they include Robinson writing, quote, I am a black Nazi, and I wish they would bring slavery, back. Robinson also calling himself a, quote, perv while discussing his affinity for transgender pornography. Keep in mind that he has called transgender kids sick and demonic. These comments were made between 2008 and 2012.
The man has mentioned that he was a black Nazi and that if you go back and watch the video, that he would welcome slavery because he would purchase some. And of course, MAGA and the libertarians and the GOP and the Republicans, they love this type of black person. They love this type of black man because they say what they can't say. And so he get endorsements like those from Donald Trump.
This is Martin Luther King on steroids. I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you are Martin Luther King times 2. One of the great stars of the party, one of the great stars in politics, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. I'm a great supporter of his. You're incredible, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson.
And of course, Mark Robinson has to deny this and say someone else did it. It wasn't me. But watch how this reporter boxes him in and he closes out the conversation.
How do you explain all of the matching details on this profile? The profile on Nude Africa lists your full name as Mark Robinson. The email listed on the account is an email that you have used elsewhere on the internet, including with your photo. You have used that name, Mini Soldier, on multiple social media accounts, including Twitter, Pinterest, Black Planet, and YouTube. How can you deny, with all of these matching details, that this is you?
Look, I'm not going to get into the minutia of how somebody manufactured these salacious tabloid lies, but I can tell you this: there's been over $1 million spent on me through AI by a billionaire son who's bound and determined to destroy me. The things that people can do with the internet now is incredible. But what I can tell you is this: again, these are not my words.
You mentioned AI. Are you saying that somebody was somehow manufacturing biographical details to exactly match you using your username? Is that what you're telling me here when you say that?
Look, I have no idea how this was done. I have absolutely no idea how it was done. And I have 5 weeks left in this campaign to focus on the substantive issues that North Carolinians face. I do not have time for tabloid trash.
Okay. Well, how do you explain some of this being on the Internet Web Archive? Something that can't be
We
manipulated.
are, I've made my position clear and we are done with this.
The internet is indeed forever. Now, according to CNN's Aaron Burnett, where I got this story from, he has about 5 hours. Now he has shorter time. He got about 2 or 3 hours now to get out of the race, because if he gets out of the race now, that gives the GOP in North Carolina time to vet another candidate and get that candidate on the ballot. But he's defiant. Mark Robinson is defiant. He's not going to get out of the race. And he put out a campaign statement to say so.
We're not going to let him do that. We are staying in this race. We are in it to win it. And we know that with your help, we will. God bless you. And we will see you where? On the campaign trail.
You might want to be careful, because if there's a window in a ladder, he might see you there too. So North Carolina, you guys got an issue. You got a real choice to make. And I really want to know, what do you think?